Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, my name is Nelly. Have you ever felt like your partner is slowly disconnecting himself emotionally and you're just wondering why? It's not always what you think, so don't go into a conclusion. It's not about pointing fingers at one another, it's about understanding your partner. Today we're going to tackle the reasons why a man will suddenly go silent on you with no explanation. One of the reasons why he could be disconnecting himself from you is because maybe he's an introvert. Maybe you're just slowly getting to know him and you haven't realized that he's an introvert. When it comes to introverts, they enjoy their space and now they have to share that space with you. And probably they find it challenging. I know this may sound ridiculous, but I can relate to this because I'm an introvert myself. You like this person and you enjoy their company, but sometimes you just feel like they're just too much on your face, and that's when you want your own space. So not all introverts anyway behave that way. So sometimes you need to understand the person that you're with in order to know what could be the reason. Maybe it's just that laid back type. Even though he loves you, he's still getting to know you and he's still understanding how to love someone and share their space with you. This is when you have to start asking those questions in order to understand what type of person he is. When it comes to introverts, they make good partners with extroverts because opposites attracts. And the next reason why he's slowly detaching from you or suddenly goes silent, maybe he feels overwhelmed when it comes to this relationship. He wasn't expecting someone like you would actually eventually date him. Sometimes this may be overwhelming because you're not in his league. Or he could be stressing about something that he doesn't want you to know and he starts withdrawing. This is when you have to give him that time to process whatever that he's going through, because maybe he feels it's not the right time for him to discuss it with you. And the next, it could be that he's just avoiding a disagreement. Sometimes when it comes to argument, someone will just decide to walk out because they're avoiding further disagreement or they just don't want to talk about it at that moment. So that could be the reason why he would just walk out. When he decides to walk away from you, just give him that space. Some people just want to think about it on their own. Don't try and force him to talk about it if he doesn't want to talk about it. Just give him that space. I know at times you want to call him in order to talk about it, and yet he just wants his space. So give him that space. And the next reason he could be testing you. He's testing you when he goes silent on you. How are you going to react? Do you have the fruit of the Spirit to deal with situations like being patient? Are you patient enough, or maybe you just become too hasty? You want to know the reason why he's suddenly gone silent, even though you don't have the reasons. You start throwing those tantrums because he's gone silent on you, because you don't have self-control. All this, he could just be testing you and you don't know. It takes self-control to be patient enough to have some of the fruit of the Spirit. Once he sees that you've already felt the test, this is when he begins to have doubts, which comes to the next point. Because at times we do certain things in relationships where it leaves the other person begin to doubt if you're the one. Sometimes you don't even know that that person was testing you. And he wants to see how you react in certain situations. This is when suddenly he feels very uncomfortable with you because he doesn't know how you're going to react in certain situations. And doubt begins to creep in his mind. Sometimes a person will have those intrusive thoughts, which I believe in some degree we all get to have them. And there's really nothing wrong when your partner has doubts. It's even better when he doubts before marriage than when he's already married you, because it's saving you from the whole process of divorce. You don't have to start blaming yourself and start feeling that you're being rejected here. It's not about you, it's about him. And the next reason why he suddenly goes silent on you is because maybe he's working on himself. There are things maybe you feel like you want to work on yourself and you don't want the next person to know. And then you suddenly go silent on that person without even realizing at times that you've gone too silent. And again, you shouldn't think that this is your fault. It's not about you, it's about him. He wants to go through that process of pruning himself. And he knows that he needs pruning and he doesn't want to discuss those things with you. And the next reason is he could be weighing his options. He could have told you in the beginning of the relationship that he doesn't want something serious. Let's see how this thing goes. And you want something more serious. And the pressure that he's getting from you makes him go silent. Because when a man tells you from the beginning that he doesn't want something serious and you want something serious, then you have to find someone else. Because clearly at that moment, he doesn't want anything serious. But sometimes we tend to continue with the relationship because we feel like he will change his mind. And yet he gave you that option from the beginning that he's not ready for a serious relationship. And you just never listened because you hoped that maybe he's going to change his mind. Sometimes it's just because he wants his space. This could be the next reason why he goes silent on you. We all want our own space once in a while, so he needs it too. Don't become angry when he tells you that he wants to spend time with the boys, because that is his happy moment. And I'm sure you also want to spend time with your girls as well. So stop putting your life on hold just because you're now in a relationship with this person. Because a lot of us, especially us women, just because we're in a relationship with this person, you start putting your life on hold and you work your life around this person. Life needs to go on. It doesn't mean that you're in a relationship with this person that you start putting your life on hold. Because when you start doing that, it will start bringing those unhealthy negative thoughts. Because you've revolved your whole life around this person and they are not doing that. Their life is continuing. They are spending time with the boys while you are sitting at home waiting for him. Just in case he shows up, you must find me at home. You'll be exhausted before you get married to this person. So when he wants a space, give him his space. Because you need your own space as well. And the next reason, he could be struggling with personal issues that he doesn't want to discuss with you, or maybe doesn't feel comfortable enough to discuss them with you. He could be just dealing with things that are even unrelated to the relationship. And he wants to go through those issues alone. It doesn't mean that he doesn't want to involve you. He just wants to deal with them alone. At times, you just feel like you want to deal with those issues alone. And maybe the other person will not understand and feel like your problem is my problem. We should be solving issues together. If you've got an issue, let me into your issue so that I can understand and resolve it together. And clearly, really, relationships are about that. But there are some people that may feel like they want to deal with certain issues alone, and give them that space to do so. Because men communicate differently as compared to us women. They will often reach out when something is really important or something needs to be checked. They usually prioritize talking when it's necessary, unlike women that value talking all the time. So there's some tips that you can navigate when your partner goes silent on you. And one of these tips is to approach him with empathy and patience. Don't just rush him or ask him in a position of assumption because you don't know why he's gone silent on you. Don't even attack him when he's not ready to speak to you. I know sometimes you want your answers now and you want him to tell you why he's suddenly gone silent on you. But that won't get him to speak. In fact, you'll just irritate him. He'll probably go back to where he's been because you keep pressing why he's silent. Respect his space, and once he's ready to speak to you, he will let you know. In fact, you'll be wondering sometimes that you're ignoring that he's silent. But when he does come back, then foster a communication by asking him thoughtful questions, not assuming or attacking questions. Because remember, when it comes to relationships, really, it's about walking that journey of understanding one another. And that way you'll both grow. So did this video resonate with you? And if it did, please don't forget to like and subscribe.